You are now in the Soul Studio with your host, JC Caprice, right here on worldwidecloreradio.com. Relax, relate, breathe.
And Bug, we're in here with Bug as well, right? JC Caprice and Bug on the Soul Studio. What's going on, gang? You are officially in the Soul Studio. Happy Thursday to y'all. Bug, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I promise you I'm going to have a show open for you next week. Okay, you believe me? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Happy Thursday. This is my favorite time. You still don't believe me, do you? This is my favorite time of the week, man. It's Thursday. Not only do we get to just hang out with you guys, but we get to bring some awesome people into the studio that you may not have otherwise been able to, meet outside of this realm. And tonight, man, you guys know how we do. We've had some awesome people on here. Last week we had Tony Blackman.
Yep, and Mahogany
Jones. Yep, you already know. Dynamic. We've had some really awesome guests on here. And tonight, in the studio.
Woot, woot.
Woot, woot.
No, you gotta say woo it, woo it.
Woo it, woo it. Yes.
You just said.
Yes. Sabrina Nelson.
Sabrina.
What up, y'all? Make some noise.
What up, though?
What up, though? We're so glad
studio.
you came up in here.
Yes. I'm glad to be here.
Yay! And you brought a party.
I do. I always travel with a party.
That's what's up.
So I have a theme that says, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Ooh.
So I always come ready.
I like that. If you stay ready, then you don't have to get ready.
You don't ever have to get ready if you stay ready.
So you come ready.
I come ready.
That's dope, man. That's the kind of night this is going to be. Don't you feel it? You feel that, Bud? That's the kind of night we going to have. Man, y'all in the background, make some noise for the partiers up in here. Come on. Yeah, y'all hear that? Yes. You got your beautiful daughter in here with you?
I have one of my daughters. I have three.
Oh, wow.
3 children, but tonight I have Sudani with me.
Sudani, beautiful.
Hi, Sudani.
Hey, Sudani. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, she's so cute. And we got Ethan over there on the couch.
Ethan.
Y'all hear Ethan in the back.
What's
He's
up,
an awesome
man?
photographer and all that good stuff.
Is
so
he?
yeah, he
Yes.
is.
How old is
Yes,
he?
I only travel with creative people.
Better come on now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is he?
15?
13.78999997.
To be exact.
He'll be 14 in May.
Oh, wow.
So he's 13.9997997.
To be
great.
exact. I love it. So, it's
Young
really
and
cool to
creative.
have you up in
That's
here.
good.
Yeah. Traveling with only creative people. We only really have creative people up in here as well. Oh, that's dope. You created a whole thing.
I'm doing stuff. That's how I work.
She's doing stuff. Got here and already doing stuff.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
What do I do?
So I need
Put
you
the
to put the
website in there?
on there so people can see it and
That
they can
is
see you
dope.
at the same time.
Man.
It's called
She got me
Fantastically
right.
Fly.
She put you up on
Sabrina,
game,
man,
JC.
she put me up on game. Oh my gosh, Bug, man, let me do this
People
real
been putting
quick.
you up on game all week.
I know they
Homegirl put you
haven't.
on Facebook, she was like, so you can't be tagging
Tell her,
8,000 people.
Marsha, she didn't say it like that.
I mean, basically, you tagging all these people, but you
Yeah.
can do it.
Well, they say if
Yeah.
you are the smartest person in the room, you are probably hanging out with the wrong people.
Boom!
I'm never the smartest person in the room.
So
I'm
that's
always-
what I'm saying. You always want to be around people that can inspire you to be your better self or to be greater or up to the level that they are.
Yes, I love that, man. It's just you just hipping me the game right here, and I'm definitely not the smartest person up in the room right now.
I'm not either. It might be Ethan and Sudani.
I think so. I really do
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
Ethan might have us beat.
You know what I'm saying? If you can switch places from the teacher to the student,
Yes.
then you are in the right place.
Wow. Well, let's talk about it a little bit. Student to the teacher.
Let's
Student
do
to
that.
the
Let's do
teacher,
this.
right?
Right.
Over at CCS.
Right. I am at the College for Creative Studies, and my job is the infamous gatekeeper, or I call myself the Pied Piper, or the Dinosaurus of admissions.
Nice.
This is my 19th year of recruiting for the College of Art and Design.
Yeah.
And my job and task is to counsel students, not really counsel them in a way, but really to coach them on how to get into or prepare for the College of Art and Design.
Yeah.
So I talk to them about their grades, their GPAs, their test scores, either ACT or SAT, and I also talk to them about their portfolios and what's required Beyond that, I counsel them on careers
Yeah.
and what they can do with a degree in art and design.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. You have a passion towards getting them a degree or getting.
Yeah,
them
well,
towards a
I'm
degree
an
in
artist
design.
who graduated from the Center for Creative Studies in '91, and so my degree is in fine arts painting. And when I was a student there, I was very active in the Black student group.
Yeah.
Which was called BART back then, Black Artists Researching Trends, which is not the cartoon character.
Right, BART. Yeah, not that.
You know, we were our own entity, but we also participated in a lot of cross-cultural events. But we raised money and awareness on just being sometimes the only that looked like us.
Yeah.
And so we learned a lot of different things about the history of artists of color, and then how to implement that in what we do. And if you don't learn from the past, then you can't really move forward.
Right, right.
So I try and pass that along to students who are interested, not to kind of force it down their throats.
Right.
If I see a student in photography, I'll talk to them about Van der Zee or Lorna Simpson or whoever is out doing something that's current and contemporary. I'll talk to them about Dawood Bey or you know, some of the other artists that are practicing now.
Yeah.
For some of the fine artists or painters or fiber artists, I'll ask them, do you know Zenobia Bailey?
Yeah.
Or, do you know some of the artists that have gone before them? So.
Right, and that's so relevant because a lot of times, I guess when I was growing up, well, I really can't say that because my mom is also a visual artist as well, so she was, you know, I feel where you're coming from, but a lot of my peers, you know, and you may know of folks too who were taught that, okay, that's nice, you know, you can paint, but you really can't make it a career.
Well, I hear people use the word starving artist a lot, and then I have to turn around and show them back fat.
Come on now.
Most folks don't understand back fat. But I'm a vegan with back fat.
Come on now.
I just tell people if they believe that, you know, you have to also think about the people who have degrees in business and law who are also hungry.
Right.
Now.
Right.
You know, so the world is not like it used to be. If you're a creative person, there are more companies that are looking for you to join them. And if you do what your passion is, you're more likely to be successful at it. And what most artists learn how to do is hustle.
Yeah.
So if they're starving, they're not hungry enough.
Ooh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I mean, if you're starving, you're not hungry enough as an artist because most artists know how to wear more than one hat.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say starving in the sense that there are people in this country that are starving literally. But I mean, when you talk about people who can't pay their bills as an artist because they've gotten a degree from a school like CCS.
Right.
If you don't know how to use that degree, if you don't know how to figure out what venue you can create so that people can buy it or support it, then something's not right.
Right.
Because we know how to hustle.
Exactly. You better know how to hustle.
You better know how to hustle.
If you don't, you're going to learn today.
Exactly.
Now, talking about one thing, I know I've seen you out and about, you know, at various events here in Detroit area, but one thing that really drew me to you and was like, I got to get you in and talk to you about your passion for art and all that good stuff was at Black Women Rock this year. You know,
I was introduced to Black Women Rock by way of Jessica Care Moore, but not as a performer with the group. I actually helped out with the very first artist that was used to be the voice of the visual artist, and that was Marcia Jones. And so she came into Detroit, and Jessica asked me to kind of host her and help her find supplies. And so I did that. And so because of Marcia, who wasn't able to join this year, there are other artists who are able to have their own voice. And with Jessica's this is Jessica's baby.
Right,
and so she wanted to create a space also for the visual artist to be a component of this mixed media orchestra.
Yes.
And so I'm the one on the stage that doesn't have a vocal voice, or I don't play an instrument. So sometimes they'll say, Sabrina Nelson on canvas. And so that is my artistry. I'm not a poet. I'm not a musician. I'm not a vocalist, but I sing on the canvas. So I don't get to say anything on the mic that night, so I want to make sure that I dress my part like the other women. And I sometimes tell people I'm the calmest one on stage when I dress up. But I also want to be seen so that they can look at the work. But I also want them to see the work first. So it's it becomes a very nice balancing act to be hot and to be hot.
There you go. Bam. And I'm telling you, if you all were there at the event, you were definitely working it. Had that bad top hat, and that outfit was really working it. And you said something really, really awesome about your visual voice. You know, I know that's something in talking with you that's really important having a visual voice.
It is. It's a way that I use to kind of heal, a way that I use to talk through the God that's in me.
Yeah.
My work is very spiritual, and not the work that people see on the stage for Black Women Rock, because for me, that's more entertainment. I give the people what they want, and that was something I got from a friend of mine named James. He was like, give the people what they want, you know, and I'm like, people want to see some titties and some boobies and some big froze, and they want to see all of that.
Why you painting?
Right. Listen, if you come to Black Women Rock, you want to see some really beautiful things, because the stage is full of sensuality, sexuality, and it's very seducing. So when you're talking about Black Women Rock, you're talking about some amazing artists. You're talking about like Jessica Care Moore and Joy and Wunmi and, you know, Tennessee Slim. You know, you're talking about people like Idea and Stephanie Christian. So they're all bringing different things with them. And for me, I want to make sure that if I'm standing next to them and I'm painting, that my work has to be up to the same level that they're bringing to the stage.
Yes. Right.
And so, and I have to do it quick. So sometimes I'm painting 3 pictures in less than 3 hours.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
And so I want it to be beautiful. I want it to be seductive. I want it to be sexy. And sometimes you got to throw a nipple in there. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that.
Yes.
But that's for entertainment purposes.
Right. Exactly.
It's very similar to Joy's song "Lick." I mean, you know, she can do anything, but you might do that for a certain crowd. So my work that I do privately in my studio is really to pay honor to the spirits that's in me, to pay honor to the spirits that have come before me, and to also heal. Most of my work is really about being still in the midst of chaos.
Right.
I grew up in Detroit. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot, and I'm still going through fire. And so it's really about what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
But it's also, if you look at some of my pieces, you'll see yoga poses. It's about praying in the midst of all of that, not to say, oh, God, get me out of it, but just give me strength, because I know it'll be okay.
Right. So, and I know Boog wants to ask you a question too, but I've looked at your artwork and you know, the things I was able to see. It really does deal a lot with love and spirituality, and how important that is that to you when you're, you know, creating a piece?
Well, when I'm creating a piece, sometimes I want to have something to say. I don't want to just do a piece because I can, because it's pretty, because I have the supplies or the space to do it. Right. I want to be able to have a conversation. And recently, through some events that have happened in my life, I've talked about privilege, or the voice of victims, and so I've been thinking about what that means. So I'm right now in the midst of thinking about some preliminary drawings for a piece called, or a series called, The Silent Scream. I feel like there's a lot of things that have happened recently in our Detroit judicial system with the rape kits that were lost. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that has happened in the city, not only to those victims, but also the people who are supposed to be their advocates, or the people who are supposed to fight for them, even the law. So I feel like there's a lot of screaming that's going on, and no one really hears it. Sometimes it's the victims first. Sometimes it's the people who create the situation. And my theme behind that is hurt people hurt people. Hurt people. I also think about the city that has to fight it, but they just laid off all these different prosecutors. So it's a series of this never-ending cycle that is just really horrible. So I really want to talk about the silent scream and new pieces that I'm going to create, but I want them to be beautiful and seductive, so that you're not necessarily always immediately aware of what you're looking at, but if you really look at it and looking deeper beyond what your eyes can see, sometimes it's a third eye vision. And because I'm here as an artist, sometimes people wait until artists die to ask them, or either you have art historians who write things that maybe the artist didn't intend, but I'm here now, and I want my piece to seduce you in visually first, but once you're there, it might smack you around just a little bit and make you think
and that's
about
it. That is okay.
So those are the new pieces that I'm coming up. So it's very important to be spiritually in tune with what happens around you, because that can be a muse.
Yes.
But it's also important to like what you do.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm really interested in colors, mark making, and also different mediums to say what I want to say.
And colors. We got something about that. Colors. Like, how important are colors when you're putting together a piece? I know there's different meanings for colors.
Well, I try and make sure that my work is not just flat in meaning that I can copy anything. I can look at a picture and draw that, or either I can copy something that somebody else has done.
Right.
But I want to make sure that the work that I'm creating has different levels of meaning. Sometimes you can have colors that represent things like red is about passion and hot and, you know, attention, and blues are about peace. And yellow sometimes is about a balance. It could be good and bad. It could be about jealousy. It could be all kinds of different things. So there's color theory. But for me, I want it to be to have a lot of light in it, because when you look at me, I'm always wearing a lot of color. When I'm not well, I'll bring it down and I'll just wear blacks and browns, and people who are around me know that. Okay. So it's important to not have it be too happy for a piece that is going to focus on the silent scream. But I want to make sure that there are moments in the painting that are loud and moments in the painting that are quiet. And I'll probably do that with color and light. And
you've already started to kind of formulate it and put it. You have ideas that are already being drawn?
They're in here right now. They're in here because I've been thinking about it for the last, I would say 2 or 3 weeks. It hasn't come out yet, but sometimes it takes a little bit for that to happen. And I have all the supplies, but I don't want to put it on anything yet.
Yeah, not ready yet.
Because I want to just figure out how it's going to look. Yeah. But I know what I want to say. Yeah. So sometimes if I don't have anything to say, I won't do anything for a while. Right now I have so much to say that it's about narrowing it down so I'm not just a Tower of Babel where it's just like a whole bunch of marks. Yeah. I want to make sure that I'm specific, that it looks like what I'm thinking. Yeah. And that I'm not wasting any of my supplies or my energy.
Okay, yeah, that's sense, man. We're talking to Sabrina Nelson here on the Soul Studio Book. Man, what you think, bro?
I'm all in. I'm like,
man,
I don't really have nothing to say. I'm just listening.
I know, man. I'm trying to punch you in, but he's like, man.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. She's intriguing. I mean, some really deep stuff here.
Live.
Right, man.
Like, I just want to sit.
We should have done a canvas up in here.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's
mega
dope.
Though. I just want to watch you paint something.
Well, you know, the process will happen.
Just to make sure we don't get that confused. I ain't trying to get painted. I just want to watch you do your thing. See?
We're on the Soul Studio with Sabrina Nelson here. We're going to get ready to go to break. Man, you guys need to call in, punch into this conversation. She is right here. You want to call in to 248-397-8085. Right here on the Soul Studio. We'll be right back.
You're now tuned into Worldwide Core Radio.
We'll be right back after these important messages.
Scott Stewart here at Buffalo Wild Wings for Boneless Thursdays to celebrate the weekend starting early. You see, we believe weekends should start on Thursdays.
My Friday status report? Right here.
And we're recruiting fellow fans of wings, beer, and sports.
Start on Thursday.
So help support the 4-day work week with specially priced boneless wings all day. 14 signature sauces and ice-cold Coca-Cola on Boneless Thursdays.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Price and participation vary by location.
Faustina's. Inspired by the late international chef Leonardo Faustina, the third of the 10 Gentlemen's Club. Faustina's was known for serving the most flavorful Creole and Southern-style dishes throughout downtown Detroit and the city abroad. And today, Chef Anthony Faustina continues that 30-year legacy of serving his father's famous Creole and Southern-style dishes. No longer downtown, Faustina's is now located at 16155 Wyoming on the west side of Detroit. We're open Tuesday through Thursday, noon until 8, Friday and Saturday, noon until 9, and Sunday, noon till 7. For carryout or delivery, you can call Faustina's at 313-397-8010. That's 313-397-8010. Faustina's in Detroit on Wyoming Avenue.
If you're looking for a relaxing place to hang out by yourself or with your family and friends, visit Big Top Popcorn Cafe for some great food and fun with board games, flat screens, and more. Enjoy anything from gourmet popcorn to nachos and cheese and specialty frozen drinks and smoothies. And check out Big Top Popcorn Cafe's theme, the old with the new. Enjoy an extensive photo display with everything you can think of, from Detroit to East Point, from the 1930s till now. It's a trip down memory lane, and the gourmet popcorn is first class. So come down to the Big Top Popcorn Cafe in the Eastbrook Commons, 9 Mile and Gratiot in East Point. There's nothing else like it.
Want the ultimate haircut? See Ali the Barber at Clippers Barber Salon. At Clippers Barber Salon, you can also choose from a number of specialty services that include hair coloring, straightening, cuts, and styles. Make an appointment or stop in for a visit. Clippers Barber Salon, 1040 Middle Belt Road in Inkster. Call for an appointment at 313-720-8592. Clippers Barber Salon for the ultimate haircut.
Hey, Suge, what I tell you, nigga, when I come out of jail, what I was gonna do? I was gonna start digging into these niggas' chests.
Watch the sunset. Don't let the buildings block your view. Skyscraper. I'm starting to get used to you. It's midnight, but it's so bright, and that's alright. Tell me your secret. You know that I won't tell a soul. You're like good wine. I don't mind if you get old. Truth be told, you're mine, mine, mine. So take those broken records off the stereo and love me down. Let's have a tall cup of coffee. Let's make music with the heartbeats. What's that sound? Sounds like love, 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 love. Sounds like love, 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 love. Turn down the dissonance and playing forte. I'll be there, honey child. Surely these eyes, these ears, your hands, and let's go higher until this fear stops. Let's go super duper high till our ears pop, and we'll see heaven. Alright, where we are. So take those broken records off the stereo and love me down. Let's have a tall cup of coffee. Let's make music with our heartbeats. What's that sound? Sounds like love, 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 love. Sounds like love, 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 love. It's the bass in your voice when you arise, and it's like listening to rain from the inside. It's happy birthday, but Stevie Wonder style. It's love, 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 love. It's the baby's first cry, and it's the whisper in your ear that it's alright. It's the silence that exists after your very first kiss. It's love, 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 love. Take those broken records off the stereo
Detroit.
That represent.
What up, though?
That song was Sounds Like by Charity.
Yes, word,
she's
right?
so sweet, too.
Isn't she?
She's so
She's
great.
very, very nice. And that's my favorite song of hers.
I love her voice.
Wow. Just talented, man.
And she's super sweet to her sisters, too.
Yeah, that speaks volumes, man. We got Sabrina Nelson in here on the Soul Studio, yo.
Yes, we have Sabrina.
Y'all need to call in. What's the number, Book?
248-397-8085.
Y'all got that?
Y'all better call in.
You better call in here and talk. We got one of Detroit's premier artists right here in the studio. We were talking in the break about how sometimes it takes a long time. They don't pay homage to the artists who are living
right
now.
I always post a saying that says support living artists. And I understand, artists who've definitely paid their dues and need accolades because they didn't get them when they were living.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do feel like even if you can't buy a painting or a drawing from an artist, just let them know that you appreciate what they do and let others know about their work.
Yeah.
You may not be able to afford the work or you may not even like it yourself personally, but just giving them respect for what they do because it's something that typically is coming from their hands and they're traditional makers and people don't really make things anymore.
Right.
It's just like music, you got a lot of people who mix things but they don't really play it or make it.
Right.
So
say that.
Give accolades to people who still make things.
Yeah.
Traditional craft artists.
Very good. And speaking about making things, I want to know how you get your inspiration. Is it from life? Is it from your experiences? Is it from experience of people who've inspired you? Where does your inspiration come from?
I like to call myself a muse. I like to inspire other people to create, but every event that happens, every day that I have is a new opportunity. When I grew up, the first thing that I learned how to read was in my hallway. And it said, today is the first day of the rest of your life. And I remember that, but that's the very first thing that I learned how to read.
Wow.
And it was my great-grandmother's, it was on her hallway cabinet door, and now it's on my hallway cabinet door. So I feel like every day is a new opportunity to recreate yourself. And I always say to people that I am my first canvas. If I cannot paint and create myself every day, then there's nothing that I can do outside of that. So every day I'm creating a new me, and I'm creating new energy so other people can create. And that's not necessarily something that has to be visual. It can be written word, it can be performance, it can be music, it can be anything, dance. So my inspiration just comes from just sheer energy that it's something that I have to do. And so first it starts with me. It starts when I wake up, when I move, when I get out of the bed. And it doesn't have to be something that I do in a studio space because it could be from the food that I cook. And if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I like to make the food beautiful because most people assume that
it's gorgeous.
If it's vegan, you can't eat it if it
beautiful.
doesn't have any animals in it.
Right.
And it can taste good too. But I feel like I'm creating good health. Good practice for my children. I've lost a lot of family members to diabetes and heart disease, and I believe in preventative medication or just the way of living. So right now my kitchen is my studio. Right now my food that I prepare is the palette and the paint and the canvas.
It's very very pretty. Like I think there was something on there, it was an apple. I think there may have been an avocado. It was like a smoothie or something.
I usually do a lot of raw juices, and I do that to heal my father.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Only because he has a combination of diabetes, high blood pressure, glaucoma. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that is a result of how he's not really taking care of himself throughout the year. So I feel like I can do some things to heal or at least to take care of him. So my inspiration just comes from everyday living. Just the whole piece about the silent scream is from an experience, but it's also from just looking at it from outside of myself, like, wow, you know, how do people deal with crimes who don't have privilege, or how do people who have privilege deal with it as a victim? And then looking at the whole system as victims, you know. So I think my inspiration just comes from just living every day, and after living in a city like Detroit for so long, I mean, this is my 47th year of living.
Wow. We were in here just astounded.
I don't
47.
believe her.
Yeah, Big was like, "Can I see a birth certificate?"
Nope.
It's that vegan thug life.
Vegan thug. I love it.
I'm on record. Everybody that's listening to this show, I do not believe it.
Veggies.
I would kill a carrot. I'd kill it.
Believe it.
Kill a carrot then.
I'd kill a carrot.
She is not about to be 47.
Man.
James
my
would
first
agree.
grandbaby.
You don't look 47.
James, feel me?
I do. I have my very first grandbaby.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
I'm very, very happy. My daughter and her husband, Denise and Bomani.
Oh, snap. Look who's in the building.
Look who's in the building. Corona, get in here. Get in here.
We got Miss Corona in the building.
On a pop-up.
Right.
What? On a pop-up, yo. Miss Corona in here. And Sabrina Nelson. What?
I love you.
It is a party up in this piece.
So see, I can be inspired by artists that are all around me, and I always am surrounded by these amazing people who are extremely talented. Detroit has so much. It's like a land of music.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
I don't even know how to say anything else but that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you look at Miss Corona, and you've got like Invincible, and you've got like Monica Blair, and then you've got like Jessica, and you got people like Aku, who's here but not here. So there's you know, there's so much and so many. Piper Carter and everybody over at 5E and the foundation. And,
yes, absolutely.
I'm just blessed to be here.
Yeah.
And to have these folks as my my group that, you know, I always try and inspire people, but they inspire me. You know, just sitting and listening to them, and I'm like, damn, that was so dope. I want to go paint.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to the studio after this.
Right. That's my only reaction to when I hear something that's really amazing, whether it's music or I watch a performance that can be acting or dance, because Detroit is so full of people who are either imported here from somewhere else, transported from somewhere else, adopted from somewhere else, but they are all family now. And so they inspire me. So everything that I do, I make sure that I'm in the right place that has a lot of light.
Right.
Because I don't do darkness well. It doesn't go well with my hair.
Okay. Snaps.
Oh, by the way, I love your hair.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I hope you inspire him to get his mohawk back.
Oh, you had a mohawk? Did you have a frohawk or a mohawk?
No, I had a mohawk.
It was
You
dope.
did?
It was dope, man. Yeah, different colors and
That's
stuff.
pretty cool. Okay, well then you need to make that happen again.
Boom, you've heard it.
I mean, you know, what do you need to do to get that going?
Right.
Right. Okay, well,
That's
you
what we
know,
thought as he turns the chair.
I always just say that now is all there ever really is.
Yes, you hear
There
that?
is no such thing as later. There is no such thing as anything else. It's just now.
It's just now.
And what do you do with now?
Yes. Yes. What do you do with now?
Right now, I'm just loving the beauty that's in this room.
You hear this? That's Corona. Corona, get on the mic, man. Go on and turn that mic, mug.
Corona is so funny.
Man, I mean, I'm just saying, though.
Welcome in, yo.
Still had to give up the headphones.
You still gotta get up there.
I saw, you know, the flyer and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that's all on, you know, I'm tagged in it.
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet, like Tunde all that.
Yeah, man. Tags everybody in there.
And that mama.
No, it wasn't just her, but I mean, if it was like, if my grandmother was still alive or my great grandmother was still alive, they'd be like the internets.
The internet.
It's on the internet.
That's where it was.
So yeah, man, I saw the flyer, and you know, I work at this little job. You know what I mean? Like a not even it's barely a 9 to 5, but they let me go home early because they didn't have enough seats for people to beg for money.
Again.
So then I was like, yo, you know, I remember that it was today, and I was like, I'm gonna come and pop up and surprise.
I appreciate it.
Cause you're so cute though, you know. So my sister fine. My sister is fine. I'll be trying to steal some of that beauty from them locks.
Well, you know what? You be trying to come over and get some of that vegan goodness. I know.
Come on, I'm just saying though.
She always says, "Don't not open the door when I come to your door."
I'm just saying. She ain't gave me the address though.
She already trying to convert me to be a vegan.
But you already know that I live in Detroit Point Park Hills, Midtown.
Right. That's what it is now, right?
So I just need to go and just.
Well, you know, we do have Whole Foods, so we get to add that on the end of our address. We live in, that's HILLZ.
Thank you.
Pinkies Are.
Okay.
For y'all tuning in on Ustream, y'all see that pinky's up.
Right. It's slightly bougie now that we have a whole food.
I love it.
My mayor, by the way, is Sue Mosley.
Sue Mosley, the mayor. Man,
mayor of Midtown.
Then this is so dope. This is what we were just talking about, is the creative community. How we all come together and you recognize one another, man. This is beautiful, to talk about it, but to actually see it happen, it just makes it more
Well, I get tired of being out as a frontline soldier for the College of Art where I'm recruiting, and I have to constantly protect the image of the city that I live in.
Right.
Because I have to not only sell the school, but I have to sell often the place that the school exists in.
Right.
And the people who I'm most interested in how they view the city as the people who live the closest but furthest away. Like, I have to really defend not Detroit to Brooklynites or Harlemites or people from Virginia or DC. I have to really defend Detroit from people who live as far as Ann Arbor sometimes, or people who live a little bit further up, in Muskegon kind of area.
Right.
So, because they get the local news and they hear about the stuff that happens here.
Right.
But you don't have to defend Detroit to people from Korea.
Right.
I mean, they look at America as America, and so it's all, got its issues, but Detroit is sometimes the land of opportunity to so many other people, and it can be an island of treasures to some folks, and it can be like an argument I had on Twitter last night to a brother who was like, it's a big shithole, and I was like, okay, you obviously haven't seen the land that I live in.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't live in the Packard plant.
Right.
And, and sometimes that ruin porn is beautiful to someone else. Somebody might look at Tyree Guyton's Heidelberg Project and think it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
Right.
And there were people who were in Detroit who fought against it. And there was a mayoral group that tried to tear it down. So it depends on who's holding that beauty. And for me, Detroit is a really beautiful place, and it's not.
Say it.
Amen, lights. My son, who's also an artist, did a study abroad program in Italy, and I asked him once when he was in Florence, do you miss being home? And he says, you know what, Mom, I don't miss Detroit, I just miss the people.
Yeah.
And so I think the people of any place makes that place what it is.
Right.
Because if you take those people like Miss Corona out of Detroit, or if you take a place like 5E, or a place like, whatever collective that's here, whether it's like the girls who are over at Catherine Ferguson Academy, if you take those people out of Detroit, then it no longer has that village appeal where everybody like Malik Yakini or people like Nefertiti or people like James over at Goodwill are there. Then you don't have the energy that the city has.
Right. Wow.
So it's really the people that's in it. And so Detroit has a really beautiful history, and it has an even beautiful future. We have now, and now I have this collective of people that I know that make it a really beautiful place. So on Twitter last night, he called it a shithole, and I was like, okay, you obviously don't see the same stuff I see. You watching the stuff that's in the news, and you shouldn't believe that shit.
Exactly.
That's the shit that you see.
Exactly. You better say that.
But
that's the shit in the hole.
Where was this
in your hole?
Well, it was after the Red Wings had won, so he could have been one of those sore losers.
Well,
that was rooting for the other team that don't know how to say congratulations. But he really dogged out the city, and I usually do a search at night on Twitter.
Boston?
I believe so, but I do a search on Twitter at night where I just do Detroit, and I see what people are saying, and sometimes I'll reply back, especially when it's incredibly negative, because I consider myself a superhero defender of the truth.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
You done got some theme music.
And defender of the beauty that's here. I think Detroit has some really, really beautiful things, and people just don't see it because they're just too jaded by a lot of the ugly that happens. So I'm here to show that there's some really beautiful things and beautiful people here, and not just myself, because I'm a reflection of Miss Corona.
Right.
When you see me, you see her.
Right.
Well, damn, I'm fine.
You fine as the hair on a frog ass.
But I'm gonna be honest. This is the real reason why I came here, right? Because at the Black Women, but you probably know what I'm about to say. At the Black Women Rock concert, Sabrina and I said we were going to start a group called the Guitar Appeals, but we got to get Sex Appeal on board,
right?
And learn how to play the guitar.
I love
That's why I came here. I came to bully her. I came to bully her into it.
Because it was Idea and Sex Appeal. You know, they had to do their thing on the Sunday night of Black Women Rock over at 5E, and he learned how to play that guitar in what, like
a millisecond,
like 2 minutes or something.
Dang.
I mean, I can play the heck out of an air guitar. I'm amazing, and I learned how to do bass face from Emily.
Yes.
So I can do really good.
You better go with
But you know, I love to watch musicians who play music and they look like they're coming.
Yeah.
They're like
all of them do.
When they making love though.
I mean, you know, like on the drums, you can see
and that's exactly. She was like, you know what? I'm going home to do some art. I'm gonna.
That's why I like watching Sex Appeal and Idea perform.
You know, because they be making babies.
I'll be like, you know what? They're going home to do something.
I have stepped back from the paint and be like, damn, that was a sweet. I mean, like I just did that.
Hey, yo,
but it's kind of like whose is it? Right. It's not like
purple on that. Throw some purple on that.
Did you see that purple?
Hey man, but that piece that you just posted up on Instagram the other day is amazing, though.
Thank you very much. Yes. I get excited about what other people create, and to me, that's enough excitement to make my mouth water and make me want to go and paint something in that moment.
Yes, ma'am.
So that, I love that.
Wow. We got to go ahead and pay some bills here, man. Y'all listening to the Soul Studio. We got Sabrina Nelson in here, man. Awesome. And we got Miss Corona.
And she my friend.
That's my pop-up.
In the building.
Man, y'all make
got on dress clothes, dog.
You do. Looking
dressed up for you. My pants match your hair.
Look at that, man. We got to go ahead and take a break, man. Y'all keep it locked right here.
My pants match your hair.
We'll be right back.
Hey ladies, tired of the same old club scene? Ready for something new? This is what Flint's been waiting for.
Big Chief presents Artistic Soul Thursday, 2525 South Dordt Highway, Flint, Michigan. A different experience in live entertainment. We will showcase live comedy, jazz, soul, art, wine, poetry, spoken word, and dance. Special guest performances and audience-driven on-stage interviews. Come experience Artistic Soul, a new genre of entertainment. Thursday, 2525 South Dordt Highway, Flint, Michigan. First 25 ladies gain free entry into a night of elegance, fun, and excellent entertainment. Artistic Soul Thursday, 2525 South Dordt Highway, Flint, Michigan.
Live comedy, jazz, girl, it's going on. A little bit of everything. Don't forget, ladies, the first 25 of us that show up at that door are free. This Thursday, you need to be at 2525 South Dordt Highway, Flint, Michigan.
Artistic Soul Thursday.
You're now tuned into Worldwide Core Radio. Come on down to AOK Detail Car Wash, where we meet all automotive needs. Shampoo, wash, polish, buff, shine. You relax while we wax. Detail packages start as low as $40. Cars in and out, $12. Trucks, SUVs, $17. Conversion vans, $22. Come visit us at 2744 West Davidson, located on the corner of Davidson and Law. Keep in mind, our pride is in your ride. We also offer pickup and drop-off services too. Call and make a reservation. 313-231-3312. That's 313-231-3312. AOK Detail Car Wash, where we meet all automotive detailing needs.
Come some of the work gets kind of hard. Does your inner sexy need a pick-me-up? Does your love life need a makeover? Well, step into Q-Tay's Closet, where you can find everything you need. Q-Tay's Closet is your one-stop shop for sexiness. Exotic dancewear, accessories, shoes, adult toys, hair, nails, makeup. You can find it all at Q-Tay's Closet. For more info, call 313-759-8293. 10% off all items in store with a valid dance card. Mention Worldwide Core Radio and receive an additional 10% off.
Faustina's, inspired by the late international chef Leonardo Faustina, the third of the 10 Gentlemen's Club. Faustina's was known for serving the most flavorful Creole and Southern-style dishes throughout downtown Detroit and the city abroad. And today, Chef Anthony Faustina continues that 30-year legacy of serving his father's famous Creole and Southern-style dishes. No longer downtown, Faustina's is now located at 16155 Wyoming on the west side of Detroit. We're open Tuesday through Thursday, noon until 8, Friday and Saturday, noon until 9, and Sunday, noon till 7. For carryout or delivery, you can call Faustina's at 313-397-8010. That's 313-397-8010. Faustina's in Detroit on Wyoming Avenue.
We'll be right back after these important messages.
You're now tuned into Worldwide Core Radio.
Love it, man. We are back here at the Soul Studio, man. We've been kicking it with Sabrina Nelson and Ms. Corona, DJ L Bug, man, and me right here. We've been having a ball, dude.
That's fresh, though.
Hey, I'm up in here. You like that? You like the Mickey kind of fresh like that? Ah, yeah. Keeping it cool. Keeping it cool, so man. Sticky. Wow.
Hey, man.
Yo.
She fly, though.
Ain't she? Just kicking the science. Like, look,
I've been knowing this woman for a long time, yo.
Yo, we got a call.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we do.
Caller, you're live on the Soul Studio. State your name, please.
He went all sexy on me.
Didn't he? Jame all sexy with it.
State your name,
Caller, you're on live. Aww. I think you too sexified on, man. They got scared. Like, did I call 1-900 motel? Was that a 900 number?
He was like, caller, you're on the line.
Didn't he? He like switched it up.
Hey, no, but look, I've been knowing Sabrina for a long time, man, and her spirit is just like it. She's never changed. Like since I first met her, I was a young little whippersnapper.
Well,
wow, young whippersnapper.
The first thing you must do is have authenticity as an artist, and if you're not real or honest, then you're not really an artist.
Ooh, say that again. Say that again,
please. On the shirt.
Please say that again. Say that again.
Power surge. Authenticity is really important.
Yeah.
Well, in Native American culture, it's called a power surge.
I hear you.
I love that.
I like that.
You hear that? But
I'm just talking about authenticity, just making people honest and knowing that if you present yourself as the most honest person as you can as an artist, then it's usually easier for people to get behind you and support you because they believe you.
Yeah.
And so you really don't have to fake the funk. You don't have to do anything that is extra or really push too hard to create because it's coming from an honest place.
Right. Right.
So it's just good to be that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so it creates consistency. And so if I've been the same person, then that's good. I don't have to worry about, I always call it
changing masks.
Yeah.
I say masks.
I like fake up every now and then.
It's more than, it's just, you can't say mask.
Right. Yeah, because they don't have the same effect.
Yeah, because there's people who got way too many masks.
You mean like Dennis Rodman on?
Oh, yeah,
with all the makeup on.
Right.
I just say it's fake up. It's too much fake up.
Fake up.
And I like fake up.
You got t-shirts for days, man.
I do.
T-shirts for days.
Well, as artists, we talk in poetic prose, and maybe that's why I'm so I like the idea of hanging out with a lot of poets because I talk in poetic prose. I talk with iambic pentameter, with rhythm in my words.
I love it.
Hello, you see the word?
Yes, you see it.
I'm about to go to the dictionary.
I'm like Webster's.
Right.
Well,
she's not a poet.
I'm not a poet. I mean, I'm a painter. I'm an artist, but I mean, it's
your
not.
aura is so poetic.
It is.
Okay, that's deep.
Sure
that is. Your aura is poetic.
My aura. It feels like my grandmother just walked in. Baby, go to CB&S.
Yeah.
Get the iron. So we can iron this here apron. Your aura. Is your people from Detroit, Bama?
Yeah. They are.
We cousins.
There.
Detroit, Bama.
My daddy be like,
I love it.
Paint for him. And, he does home renovation. He be like, Now, when you do the second coat, put tone that thick. Now, put tone that thick.
Tone that thick?
Put tone there. Put tone there.
Put tone there.
Yeah.
Thick.
Don't put it on that thick.
Put tone there thick. I love it.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to shorten up something you ain't got time for.
Right. Put tone that thick.
That's Detroit
So,
band.
I love that.
Yes.
Miss Sabrina.
Yes, sir.
What has inspired you the most so far throughout your journey as an artist?
Ooh, I think my children. I have 3. I was saying when you came in, Denise is my oldest. She's been married 10 years. She had her first baby in December.
Wow, married children.
Hey, man, that baby got a mean kick game already.
He is amazing.
Really?
Yeah, because his father is a shoe fanatic.
You got a grandbaby?
He is what do you call him? A gym shoe? What you call
a sneakerhead.
Sneakerhead. Yeah. See, now you know I'm old. Because I'm like, what you call that, baby? What you call that? Call it a gym shoe? No, they don't call him that no more. Sneakerhead. Okay, right. That's what he is.
Okay.
That's what he is. And his mama is a Scorpio.
Okay.
And that's all we need to say.
Okay.
That's my oldest. And Denise was my gift. I had her when I was a teenager, and she saved my life. And I tell people that, there are worse things that can happen to teenagers besides getting pregnant. But she certainly saved my life. She gave me focus, and she made me straighten up and know that I had to do great things because I had her looking and watching me. She is my oldest.
Wow.
And she is definitely over 30. And Mario is my middle child, and he is another inspiration for me. He studied art just like me, and he just recently got his master's degree from Yale in painting. He makes my hair straighten out.
Nice.
When I see his work. And he lives in Brooklyn now. And then Sudani is my 13-year-old, and she keeps me in check on knowing the words to say, because I don't know stuff.
Beautiful. She was in here today, like, Mama.
She keeps some dope kicks, too, now.
Yeah, that's because she knows people who work at Nike.
She wants to work at Nike?
No, she knows people who works at Nike that have graduated from CCS who designed the Jordan brand.
Nice.
So when I call them and go, I don't know what the hell this baby wants, just send us something here, girl. Here go the money. You do what you need to do. Because I ain't going shopping. I ain't going no damn.
I hear that. And
Can I do a follow-up question?
Right. Well, I was going to ask her about.
I want to do a follow-up
I want to ask her. We about to fight.
We need a timeout, Corey.
They fighting over you, girl.
Let me take some pictures.
They are fighting over you, girl.
Go ahead, Book. I love you. Say you love me. Say you love me.
I love you, girl.
Okay, go ahead. You answer.
Hang up his lip on that.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, Sabrina, this is my follow-up question.
Yes.
What is the legacy that you wish to leave, and what does that look like?
The legacy that I would like to leave is that just the things that I practice every day in making sure that in the midst of all the chaos that's in your life, make sure that you say that you are thankful, that you find the blessing in whatever it is that has mistreated you or done something wrong. So even the situation that I'm in now, there's a lesson in there for me to learn. And also that you are your first canvas. So if you can't recreate some of the things that make you happy, that can also spread to other people, then you're really not doing what you were sent here to do. So the legacy that I want to leave is that create by any means necessary. Live your passion, live your truest self, and make sure that you take care of the community that you're in, so that you leave something for the children that are not here yet. So that's what I want to leave.
Awesome. I'm so inspired, man. It's been such a pleasure having you on the show. I know for something, it's been such a pleasure having you on this show.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome to come back. I think you should let her.
Do you want me to paint you, or do you want me to do a painting of you? Because I can do both. I've done both.
Damn, I wish I was bugged.
It just got real. See, that's why we
I'm just an artist. I'm just trying to get my hustle on. I'm just saying. I wasn't saying I was gonna do it for free.
I love it. It just got real. I wish we had a whole other hour, man. I really do.
Saying.
Man, we really appreciate you.
Gotta give the people what they want.
And that's what he wants.
Okay.
You try to come back anytime. I
This show about to be over. So, we can talk about this off the air.
Right, we will. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in. We appreciate you coming in here. If you just tune in for the first time, man, we'll be back next Thursday. We got the Essence. I'm on my Detroit everything.
All right.
Gonna be in the building next week, so it's gonna be on and popping, man. But thank you so much, Sabrina. You are lovely. You are light, and we just appreciate your energy and what you do, for the creative community and really the world as a whole. So
well, just remember that I am a reflection of everything that you see here that's beautiful.
Awesome.
That we all reflect each other.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
You feel that? So when the
people on the other end of this here to go and reflect and get some of that artwork.
Exactly.
We all do that.
I want some of your artwork.
Okay, well we gonna.
You got a website?
Do that. I do.
Yeah. Where can we get
actually anybody can find any information on me. All they need to do is Google Sabrina Nelson Detroit artist, and you need to say Detroit artist because there is a vegan chef out there and there's a porn star, and I don't put that business out there on the YouTubes, but
YouTube on the YouTube.
Okay. All right.
But that vegan part, you just make sure you look up Sabrina Nelson, Detroit artist, because that other stuff, I don't
you ain't doing that.
I didn't. What I'm saying is,
so what you're saying is that's not her.
You're looking for the artwork.
Sort of, kind of. You're looking for the art.
Just do Sabrina Nelson, Detroit artist.
Detroit artist, Sabrina Nelson, Detroit artist. Man, we love you. You guys have a blessed week.
You want the art?
Look, y'all have a blessed week. We got to wrap. We love you guys, man. Peace. See y'all next Thursday, man. Worldwide Core Radio. Good night.